Absolutely. Yeah, well, it's been a long time coming actually, because the EP's obviously been out a couple of years now, and the plan was to release our album last year. However, off the back of the Maiden tour that we did, obviously labels got involved, they were talking to us, and then it made sense to, obviously once we decided to partner with BMG, we needed enough time to get it into their systems and their processes to be able to get a full campaign ready for what actually happens to be perfect timing at the end of our Anthrax tour. Too long to wait, yeah. It's been a long time coming. I think a lot of our fans that got into us when they got out to our EP initially, they've been extremely patient, so it's great to finally to get that to them. They've been very patient, and they'll be rewarded very soon. Yeah, it was. I must admit, when literally up until the point where the actual signing was done, we were always just kind of keeping our fingers crossed, and you could never really celebrate until it's actually done. But yeah, once it was signed and sealed, we've had a good celebration in the last week or so. Yeah, it's very interesting to say that actually, because George's favourite band, the other guitarist, his favourite band is Killswitch Engage, and yeah, we've listened to In Flames in the past as well, and we've heard a few people say that. Between me and George, we write a lot of the music, and our influences sort of range from Killswitch Engage, Avenged Sevenfold, Bullet for My Valentine. We also listen to sort of metalcore sort of bands, so As I Lay Dying, Parkway Drive, where you hear a lot of the actual melodic riffs that are coming through. But one of the things that we always kind of decided when we started the band was to kind of keep it true to keeping the clean vocals. We didn't really want to copy the bands that we were into, and we feel like, you know, with the heaviness of our music and how clean our vocals are, we feel like we're kind of a bit different, and it also gives us the opportunity to kind of, we see ourselves as a bit of mixed genre, and that's why we call ourselves melodic metal, because we can go and support someone like Gojira and still go down well with their fans, and we can also go and support Stone Sour, for example, or something like that. So yeah, it's working really well at the moment. No, even though we listen to screaming and we love screaming music, we listen to it all the time. It was just something we decided right from the beginning that wasn't something we were going to do, because we felt like it would kind of not. It would limit ourselves in terms of what we could do as a band, but also we just felt that our music needed someone's voice like Mike, who had that clean but dynamic voice that could really get the best out of our music. Actually, the producer we work with, Matt Hyde, he came down to the rehearsal space that we use on a weekly basis to record the drums, and then actually George, our other guitarist, engineered the rest himself. So he did the guitars, bass and vocals. It was kind of a non-pressured environment, which was nice because it didn't have that kind of feel to it that we need to get this done absolutely today, it's on money's time and all that kind of stuff. So it gave the album sort of room to breathe, and it's a very natural process, and by the time we got it to the point where it was finished, we really had spent the right amount of time getting it right, basically. George actually does most of the lyrics. What we do is we always start with a guitar riff. So it will start with, it could be the intro to the song, it could be the middle eight, it could be the heavy part, and then we'd normally sort of just write the song from that riff, expand it from there, and then once we finished that, we kind of listen back to the music and kind of listen to kind of what message what story is it trying to tell. And then from there, George will come up with a concept for the lyrics, and then put the melodies to it. Every time we write a piece of music, me and George have always listened to sort of music score, film scores and all that kind of stuff. So I think our stories we always try to make them sound as epic and dynamic as possible, basically. Yeah, absolutely, yeah. So obviously we're about to start the Anthrax tour, which is incredible. 6 weeks around Europe, and we couldn't ask for a better sort of window to promote our album on. After that, obviously the album comes out the day after the Paris show, which we're really excited about, and then we'll be looking to tour over the summer, looking at the festival circuit. We haven't confirmed anything yet, but that's definitely in the workings at the moment, and then from that point after the summer, it's then working out what to do for the last quarter of the year, but definitely touring, that's what we're going to do to try and get this album out to as many people as we can.